Hey everyone, it's Tony from Mr. T's Toys, the place to review and discuss vintage and modern toys and geek out over fandoms from today and yesterday. And today I've got some of my Ninja Turtles out. I, for whatever reason, was inclined to take a look at some of my Turtles today. And one thing I really wanted to highlight were these four graphic novels from, well, they started in 1986. These printings, I think, are fifth printings, at least this one is. So it was in 1989. And it's actually, they're, today it's quite common that comic books there's story arcs of 6 or 7 issues, and then they go into something called a trade paperback. But back in the day, they were called graphic novels, and these 4 volumes of Ninja Turtles were based on Eastman and Laird's first issues that were under Mirage Publishing. I believe it was Mirage Publishing. And first graphic novels published these. And for me, these were hard to find. I remember, for whatever reason, we were doing a family trip to the States, and so it was across the border that I went into a bookstore and found these, and I used all the money that I'd saved up to spend that summer, and I'd spent it all to buy these 4 books. And it was, one of my friends or whatever had the original toys. Which these are the reissues, the first version of the reissues that came out from Playmates a few years ago. But he had the original ones, and I remember he was playing with them or showing them to me, and I was I didn't quite get it. They're not very posable. That first Ninja Turtle toy, they came out in '88. And so for when I was used to playing with G.I. Joes that had all that articulation, these were 5 POA, 5 points of articulation: the neck, the arms, and the legs. I guess they had 7 because I think the elbows moved as well. So they were a step up. Maybe the feet, maybe they're 9. But regardless, you couldn't really do a lot of ninja moves with them because they were kind of stuck in poses. But they were cool. They had all these weapons. You see these weapon racks that are in them. So they had all these weapons in addition to their normal weapons that you see in the comic. But they're a lot different than the original artwork that we saw in the Eastman and Laird's Ninja Turtles. And so I saw these and I was like, yeah, these are fantastic, and just absolutely fell in love with the story, the art. And found myself, I was into drawing, so I was really compelled to draw Ninja Turtles. I drew a lot of Ninja Turtles. They're easier to draw, once you figure it out. And so it was one of those things where it was just easy to draw and fun to draw ninjas and, these turtles kicking and punching and what have you. Now, I didn't. I never really bought the comic book themselves because it started in 1983, I believe, was when the comic started. So I was a little bit behind on that, and then I wasn't too big into the Archie version of the comic, which was kind of based on the cartoon that came out right before the toy line came out. So what is it, 87-ish? When that cartoon, that 87, 88, when the cartoons, the first versions of the cartoons. Now you might notice I've got some other turtles here that are cool looking, and these were released in 2012. There was a Nickelodeon cartoon with more CGI animation, but these really worked well with my own children, the age of them, where I could buy these turtles for them and then play with them with the turtles. And, they've got, just some fantastic articulation. This is, Mikey here, so you've got good elbow joints. You can turn all the way around. the heads. You can do proper kicks and splits, which, I mean, you need. If you're a ninja, you're doing martial arts, you need to be able to do the splits, get that high kick. And they also came with little weapon racks as well, which were fantastic. An homage to the original Playmates toys. And so you get all the originals. You got Mikey here. You've got Leonardo over here with the swords. Raphael's got the size, and Donatello here with the bow staff, and he came with his alternate bow staffs and ninja stars here. So these are fantastic. And that cartoon, Ninja Turtles have had a cartoon ongoing, for the last 37 years, I want to say. So like they never stopped from the 80s. So there was one in 2002, 2001, 2002, the 2012 series here, which had 5 or 6 seasons. It was absolutely great story, good voice actors. And then after that one wrapped up, they relaunched it again with Rise of the Turtles, and just brand new animation, brand new stories. So, and now they've got another movie that came out not too long ago. So the Turtles have been around for a long time. They will continue to be around, I think, for decades more. There's just something fun and something entertaining about a coming of age story that are mutants and ninjas. So it's, if I go back to the toys, the Playmate toys from the late 80s and into the 90s, I wasn't so much into the Ninja Turtle toys back then. I thought that they were kind of goofy. Though I like the nostalgia feel of the card back and some of the the Krang and the Shredder and the Foot Soldiers. Some of the bad guys are pretty cool. But I really did fall in love with the toys from 2012. Just a little grittier, a little darker. The 2001, 2002 toys were actually quite nice as well, but I just wasn't collecting toys at the same level back then as I am today. And I didn't have kids back then that I could buy them for. So now when the kids are done with the toys, they get to join in my collection here at Mr. T Toys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe.